Hello and welcome. That took 6 minutes for that ring of death to go, and you can see how much I am sweating. It is absolutely roasting my nuts off in this loft. Good afternoon to you all. Yes, I have got it off the shelf, and it is time to start our winter village stuff now because it's such a big project. Starting this early to figure out exactly what it is that we're going to be doing, and then if I need to order any pieces, I can do. We've got to figure out what we're going to do with this kind of stuff. Are we going to add any reindeer? I'm going to show you what's already been done. Can we copy those ideas and so on and so forth? So, good afternoon to everyone. There was loads of you chatting away, and now all of a sudden you've all buggered off. So I'm hoping it's not just booted everybody off, and I'm just randomly talking to myself. So hopefully you lot will all come back. Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. Oddly, good afternoon to you, Reese. Hello to you. And Ultrabricks says, afternoon, I miss this one. Have a good stream. Good luck with the hub for Sean. Reese, thinking of you at this difficult time for the toilet. So, yes, Reese got stuck in the loo on the last stream. So, fingers crossed he is fit, well, and available for this one. There is a poll running at the moment. We're 6 months in already. What story should be told for this? Do we do a Star Wars Christmas party, or do we do a Santa's workshop? If it's something else, write a comment either in the chat now, or if you're watching this on the replay, write it in the actual comment section of the videos, which none of you guys and girls seem to do. So, it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully you lot are all fit, well, and healthy. Let's get just some Lego stuff up so you're not looking at my sweaty face so much. And then we will just see what is available. I know it jumps a little bit when it's like this because I am using the YouTube software for today rather than using the other one. So we'll see if it works. It does freak me out on this because I can see all the numbers sort of come up, come back down, and all that kind of nonsense. But there is one or two new things on here, I do believe. It's a trainer, isn't it? So the AF1 Night Force trainer is a new thing, and also the center helmet is the other new one that's available for pre-order. Now, you know the rules of engagement with regards to this live stream. Whatever it is you are doing, building, or having fun with, let me know what it is you are doing, and then I can get it up on the screen. It's warm. It's not as hot today as what it was yesterday. Yesterday got I think the hottest part in London was like 38 point something. But as it stands right now in this attic, we're at 34 at the moment. So yes, because there's no ventilation, no windows, no nothing, it's splendid. Yes, that shoe is new. So let's get the shoe up while the notification out for everybody. So yeah, the shoe is new, as is the Senna. So Ayrton Senna's helmet, which is the yellow helmet. Obviously, that would look very good next to Hamilton's because Hamilton was gifted Senna's helmet after one of the race wins the other year, and it was that style helmet, the race worn one. So that's the AF1. One of the shoes have gone and the other shoe has come in. So if you are a Nike fan, then you should be living the dream with that. So yeah, if you are after that, oddly, I don't know if I don't think no, that isn't going to be. I don't think it's going to be an exclusive space character. I'm not too sure why. I'm assuming it's Air Force One is what they're trying to do, but I'm not too sure why. Oh, it is Nike Air Force, right? Brilliant. Okay. Um, couldn't really give a toss. John, good afternoon to you. I have those exact shoes. I want it. Well, there we go, Oddly. You're going to have to. There's your character. There's exclusive print on the chest with a basketball, with a night tick and the Lego brick, which I think is the first time they have done that. And it's not full ball this time. So you can actually cup it underneath. You can cup the balls and you can have that walking around on your minifigure. There is the overhead nonce, and then that's what it looks like fully built. I bet there's no comparison to anything else. Of course, there's not. So does look pretty impressive with regards to the hoop and all that kind of thing. Will it sell well over here? No idea. But it is yours, oddly, for 89.99, item number 43026, 1093 pieces. So yeah, all good sexy fun on that one. My birthday was 2 days ago. I got myself two F1 Speed Champion cars, Mercedes and McLaren, says John. Well, John, you're going to be loving them. Obviously they're available, I think, for the rest of next season as well. They're out for 2 years. So you should be able to get all of them if you haven't got them, if you want to collect them all. And it'd be interesting to see what they're going to be doing when they retire, because all the speed champions usually have like an 18-month cycle, but they have said it's going to be out for 2 full seasons. So I mean, you're going to get yourself the desktop Millennium Falcon set, but there is supposedly a 50th anniversary Falcon coming, but none of us can work out what that is because of the Falcon that's out at the moment, the big one. You would have thought if it was going to be a huge thing like this, then they would have retired the Falcon this year, last year. But the Falcon's not going to be retiring, is it? So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. But the Dark Falcon does look very, very good. Now, as we are talking about Star Wars, when Christmas Death Star Lego, we are trying to do something like this. I might just go and Brick Fanatics. I think that might be a little bit easier. Don't, yeah, that might be a little bit. It's not ideal because it's not the full photo. So I'll get this one up to start with, and then we'll go from here. So this is what I need to think of and what to achieve. Now I am going to go from bottom to top. So there's bits and pieces that we can copy. There's going to be certain bits and pieces that I need to order, but I am not putting a light set on it. So it has been done. It does look very, very good, obviously. Is there any other images that I can just flop up? I think it's that one. That might be. Right, that's what we want. We want this one. So we've got the bits and pieces at the bottom. So I'm going to work from bottom to top. Now, if we're going to do a Christmas party, I don't really think we're going to have Santa being arrested. That's something that I'm not going to be doing. John says, how do I stop Lego from sending me those gifts? What gifts are they sending you, John? What are you what is it you're going to be doing? The basketball is just a recolor of the football. Possibly. There's a very good possibility of that, oddly. But oddly has those exact same trainers. John doesn't care for the big sets. Met Death Slice looks so. Yeah, the slice is massive. It is huge, but it doesn't do any justice on the website. But the actual slice itself is ridiculous. Now I can do the trash compactor because the trash compactor just has presents in it, so I can throw some Christmas presents in that. That's not a problem. What I'm a bit confused with is how they've put all the extra decorative pieces on. So you could, if you're looking at the bit at the top, which is this bit, I'm not too sure how they've done it. They must have swapped it over and put a snot brick in, or they must have done something, because that's what makes it very effective, because you've got all of these bits sort of like stuck on the front and going up and round. So they're just sort of a mix of tan and white. I've got all these pieces spare, so I'm good to go. I've got a tree, which I can do. It does seem to have they've taken the main bit off. They've actually taken a bit off from that. So I can add a Christmas tree in. I can also add a Christmas tree at the top if required. But yeah, I want to start at the bottom, but I'm just waiting for the votes to come in with regards to girls, what you think would be the best thing to do. We'll work it out what it is going to be doing. We might get 1 or 2 rooms done, but what we're then going to do is tuck into the gardens tomorrow, because that's going to be a full strip down, redo, rebuild. While I'm building that, I can order some bits and pieces for this. So I think this does look very, very smart and very, very effective. I just need to figure out if they've used snot bricks or if they've used other bits and pieces up on there around the outside, like how they got the reindeer sort of just chilling out where they have. So it looks very, very effective, but it's also very minimalistic as well. So like that, for example, up at the top, on you can see all the bits and pieces up top, you can see it all wrapping around, but on mine, obviously it's smooth. So this is the thing to think of. Sean, hello to you. Oh, John's also bought the the Star Trek bridge and the X-Files set. So did you manage to get the giveaway on that then, John? So congratulations to you on your haul. Reese has got in early and now locked himself back into the toilet. So Ultra Bricks and Reese were talking before we went live, and both of them have buggered off. So we use Celsius, oddly. We use Celsius. But normally it's hotter inside the houses and out because we can build houses with insulation rather than thin bits of timber that fall over and the roof gets ripped off. Right, so 8 votes in at the moment. 75% of you think we should tell the story of a Star Wars Christmas party. So the idea of Santa's workshop is all of the stormtroopers got replaced with elves. So I was going to tell that sort of story, and we're going to have this as sort of like a Santa's workshop. If it's going to be a drop-off, then I'm going to need a lot of Christmas jumpers and that kind of thing, which I will need to go and Bricklink for and figure that out. So, as you guys and girls are thinking that way, let me go on Bricklink and see. Because there is a specific Star Wars jumper, isn't there? I do believe. Because I have got a Christmas diorama of the Falcon. That I have got the Christmas jumpers of that, which I will build up probably later on. Right, so what are we looking at? Let's share the screen with this. Right, sharing, shared. Living the dream. Right, so luggage tags, no, we don't want those, definitely not got that. Right, so it's things like this. I'm going to need one of them, aren't I? That's from the advent calendar of 2024. So that can be walking around. Might be quite cool having a few of those, maybe. I don't know how there's a Chewy in white, but there is a Chewy in white. That obviously came out in the advent calendar in 2016. I don't know if I can find an old advent calendar. And if there can't just be two minifigures on here. There's no way there's only two. Why is there only two minifigures on here? Why is it not working? What am I typing in wrong for this not to work? Star Wars Christmas. Christmas. It's hot enough as it is. I don't need this ball ache. Oh, you are joking. Oh, see all minifigures. Bellend. Oh, there's only two. There is only two. Well, what a load of smelly turd that is. There's got to be another way of finding all these bits and pieces, surely. Sean is living the dream. That is good. Anybody building anything, doing anything, or having any sort of fun whatsoever? I am going to start on here. So I have got options of pulling these things out completely and replacing them with winter stuff, because I think this is where the sleigh should come in. Now, I like how the minifigures are at the bottom, so I think I'm going to need a load of Christmas jumpers for the bottom. I don't think the sleigh is going to fit, so never done it, but that's one of the big sleighs. That's one of the smaller ones. And hang on, I've got ice skating rinks I could put in. I've got a load of little spare bits and pieces that could be done. I've got the little sorting office stuff. Got some little presents and stuff. I've got a box of stuff up here with other little bits and pieces that are. I've got a full box, but it's things like this where this could be used instead of it being with the main actual set. I could just dump some of these in, because this is from the sorting office, isn't it? So we could have, just for a little bit of colour, some of these bits where we got the yellow, green, and blue down at the bottom. This would have to be flying around somewhere else. This could get replaced with this, potentially. And you would have a sorting office down at the bottom. And then you would put these two bits in as well. All the other bits and pieces in the Christmas jumper. Now, of course, I could add multiple Santas because I've got loads of them. Yeti Chewy. Yeah, what was that? That was an odd one. But I can go Santa with sack, without sack, whatever. I'm not going to take these out. I am going to relocate them into a different room. But I just need to think, where are... The nice thing is with this, they gave you a lot of options just to move the characters about. So I could put some elves in at the front, or just say, for example, put in... So I've got loads of elves, loads and loads of them, which is great. Because I can take anything out the winter display that I've got, and I can put it in if required. But character-wise, we should be living a dream, I would imagine. There's a sack. That's what I'm looking for. Santa's sack. Get it in. Right. Oh, it is warm. I'm not gonna lie. Swap out all the Stormtrooper pew-pews for candy canes. Ah. So Christmas jumpers with candy canes. Candy canes were available in the BAM last year, weren't they? So I will have a candy cane somewhere. What do the poo-poos look like? Pew pew. So we've got choo choo and pew pew going on at the moment. Because obviously I've got so many. I've got literally hundreds of winterized figures that I can do. I've got plenty of spare Christmas trees at all different sizes. I've got a lot of stuff that I can use straight away and then start to fine tune bits and pieces. As like, for example, I could have an elf if required, if it would fit, that is, which is a shame. I don't think it will. But you could have an elf skiing down the front, but I don't know how I could keep that at the top. I don't know what would be needed without it falling off, because it just rests, I think. Any tips of how you can get a set of skis going round? Because it's not gonna... Yeah. There's tons and tons and tons, but I was looking for a candy cane, wasn't I? Can tell I am so... I might just go complete balls out in a minute. I might just have to stay sat down or just raise the camera up, because I have sweat dripping down the inside of my thigh at the moment. I know none of you care, so it's absolutely fine. I'm not expecting any sympathy whatsoever. But if I do keel over and just give it up, somebody will have to come over and end the stream. All right, so candy canes and Christmas jumpers, that would work really very, very well. I don't have, funny enough, I don't think I, because the candy cane was a new element, wasn't it? I don't have any bloody candy canes. So I didn't put any in here either. I've got hat. I've got rabbits. I've got water, ice stuff. Make the Stormtrooper elf. Well, this is what I was saying about making it a Christmas party or not, because I could put the elves at the front. I'll mix and match them in. I'm going to put a couple of elves in with the lineup and then change the Stormtroopers with Christmas jumpers, because you lot are all voting for a Star Wars Christmas party. Because if it was going to be a Santa's workshop, then obviously I would have put all the elves up. But 75% of you are telling me that you want it to be a Star Wars Christmas party. So Star Wars Christmas party is at the moment. We could and we can put you there, and we could put you with your Christmas jumper just there. In the trash compactor will be where all the Christmas presents go. I think that would make sense. Can you see that clearly enough? Is that bright enough in there, or do I need to? Is that better? So if that's made it darker or not. Can you see? I think that's got to be all right, isn't it? Surely, yeah. You can see bits. Maybe not fantastic, but it might look better once it's uploaded. So a couple of elves, couple of elves. Oh, there is a candy cane. I found it. I found a candy cane. So place his gun with a candy cane and Christmas jumper. Am I gonna need matching Christmas jumpers? And do we think we need a proper Star Wars jumper, or can we get away with different ones? So I just need to I either order the candy canes or I wait until the BAM, because the BAM stuff surely for October, or it'll be November. There'll be like to think they'll have the candy canes in there. I'll just get a few of them, I think. Or if not, I'll order them. They can't be that expensive to order, can they? Right. And also with the elves, I don't know whether to go all crazy jumpers with the elves, because you've got loads of different ones. So I do like telling a story. So I've got elves from all the years gone by. And of course, there's plenty of things that can be added, because I've got these little things from all the advent calendars. So I don't know whether to put these just dotted in wherever. The thing that I can't figure out what to do, like that could be holly. That one could be holly. I don't know how they've done it. I'm going to use all this. So there's a stud on show there, so I can hang something off on that one. Hang something off there. But yeah, like I said, we'll start bottom to top and just go from there. So I'm not ripping. By the way, don't worry, I'm not ripping the display apart over here. It's just that I've got so many spare characters that you can't see. If we can add any vehicles in, that would be great. But yeah, I'll just add in a couple. And start adding a little bit of colour in there. Do we go elf at the front? One elf at the middle. Yeah. These go. These two can be battling each other at the back. And then we will have you there, you there. Of every other, aren't we? Every other. There you go. Every other. Right. So what you guys and girls tinkering around with at the moment? Anything exciting? Oh, hello. Right. Can you see that, by the way? Lego King has gone for a jog. Congratulations, Mr. Lego King. Did it go successfully? How the hell does this? How they put the big thing in there? I have got that at the right angle for you, haven't I? there. And you are, hang on, he says as he moves it around the wrong way. There. So you should be in line with all of that now. Yeah, so how do we do, what do I do with this? That needs something. I'm not taking everything out. I don't know whether to leave, because obviously this is the giveaway, isn't it? So I don't know whether to leave that as is or have that flying to the side because it's huge. So that doesn't really want to move. I'll tell you what, the green and reds go really nicely against that black. I've always thought it was a little bit dark. Oddly's just stuffing his face. Fair enough, Oddly. That's allowed. That's allowed. Yeah, I need to figure out what's going on with. Ooh, check you out, fancy. Right, so the votes are still coming in. We're 9 votes in, and 67% of you think it's Star Wars Christmas Party. So, which is fine because I can add in a lot of Christmas jumpers, and we'll add in Santa walking around delivering presents and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I could just keep the C3PO in there and have a Christmas C3PO beside, yada yada yada. Same thing, like just little things like that. Do we have? It's not the right thing, obviously, but do we just have a little Santa with a naughty and nice list, just going through a corridor? I mean, I don't know what would be pulling it because the reindeer wouldn't. I thought the reindeers fit in there. I'll touch my plums, they will. I'll fit there, look. Oh, yeah. The thing is, they're not on hoppers, so they're all going to fall off when I move it. Slight problem. Well, that one's not. That one's not going anywhere. Oh, there we go. Look, so we've got two. Let's get that picture back up. What did they do? Room by room. I want to put this thing hovering to the because I am not. I've got a bag for anything that gets taken off, and then it'll go on the shelf beside it. So if this just looks dreadful, then obviously what we'll do at a later date is we'll put it back. But there's nothing like making a winter village thing early. And of course, we already need to add. I need to order jumpers and candy canes so far. So what did they do at the bottom? What did they do at the bottom? Also put reindeer in there. Man versus food. Well, I've got loads of reindeers, all different sizes. So the reindeers can be dotted all over the place. And like I said, I've got spare Christmas trees. I've got because on the what did they do on the well, we need all the Christmas jumpers for Star Wars. So the white characters need to be in a Christmas jumper, the stormtroopers at the bottom, and all the guns are being replaced with candy canes, which makes sense. So hence why that weapon is going in this bag. So that'll be absolutely splendid. So I need these sorts of ideas. Basically, I need the ideas of Christmas jumpers, candy canes. I need your help actually finding some of the Christmas jumpers because clearly I've just looked and they're not there. So why aren't there any Star Wars Christmas jumpers on this website? Because I'm going to get one of those 100% because that's a cool looking thing. That can just be that can go at the front. It's like a little Christmas tree thing. But I just don't know where the Chewie can go. What did the Chewie come in? So the Chewie would be easy enough because again, Chewie can just go with Chewie. So I could keep them all on there, but I don't know where the rest of them are. Do I have to put in Christmas torso? Do you think? What's the key word? Advent calendar? Star Wars Advent. Because it's an American website, so maybe they don't like the word Christmas. Of course they bloody don't. Right, so I could just buy the actual calendars, if it's got enough figures in, or have they got why have they not got the individual? So 2021, absolute sack of turd, not interested in that whatsoever. 2020, one jumper there. So not gonna work. This is the problem with this stuff, because there's no Christmas jumpers on that one. How has this person got all of these in that jumper? Because every single one of his stormtroopers are in that jumper, and he's not got as many. He's not got as many figures down at the bottom. I quite like having the more minifigures. He's got C3. So where's his? Who's he put up in? So in the control room, he's got a little. That's why I got C3PO. He's got a little thing up in there. But yeah, it's all these add-ons and extras at the front. I can't figure out how that's been done. So that's the thing that's going to need a little bit of time for my little brain. But how is that done? There's no way that just sits in there. It's too big. Is it shut? It's got to be voodoo. It's got to be voodoo. What's he done? Because I don't want to smash it. Any ideas what's been done for the clip of this? There's no way that is going in there. Not a chance. And that is that set. Balls. Balls, balls, balls. Then we get to add snow, maybe some snow troopers. Well, yeah, we could do some snow. You just got to let me know what is where. We're starting at the bottom, so we're literally gonna go zone by zone. But I need all these ideas so I can order some pieces if need be. But I've got potentially enough to make an ice skating rink. I've got potentially enough to decorate a lot of the rooms internally. I've got lots of bits and pieces that can sort of dangle off, but I just don't know, like, what and where to put some of the pieces. That's the thing. But yeah, there's stuff that I can obviously do. But I can't. I want to. I want to make it look very, very Christmassy, where at all possible, and just get basically the minimalistic approach. So that had some studs on, some translucent studs. So I've got winter stuff. I've got loads of. Absolutely tons of it. Just let us know what you're thinking, basically. So I've got all sorts of trees. Lego King says need a Lego rope with studs to make it. Oh, like yeah, we can try and make something like that. You need 4 Wampa-figs pulling the Santa's sleigh. Well, we could put this somewhere else. I just don't know where else this could go, because they've obviously put it there, but I don't know how they've done it. They've obviously tied something to it, made it a little bit tricky, haven't they? A bit cheeky. The ideas are welcome. It's just finding all these little spare bits and adding them on to stuff, I guess, without doing that. It's all on by a single stud. Yeah, some green. White studs or half slopes? You just need to know where, though. It's a rather large thing. Like I said, we're starting at the bottom. This is what's been done. So we want to make it, minus the lighting, obviously, at least as strong as this. So that's our target. That's our target. Now, that's a simple. What have they done there? See, that's something that's effective, isn't it? A red length with a bit up top. So if I took that off and that off, he's used some sort of biscuit, or she, the creator, shall I say? Got loads of little bits in there. Oh, I could do something with that. Could do something with that. But they've added a step with some Christmas presents. So again, that's a little touch because they've done that on the front. So that thing down here, that piece doesn't exist. That doesn't exist on there. So yeah. That starts to make it look a little bit different. We start adding a couple of different colours on. So now I've got so much winter stuff. It's unhealthy, to be honest. The amount of winter stuff that I actually do have. Still won't be the correct stuff for this, but you know, we will do what we can. We will do what we can do. I just want two more bits. So yellow, green. Green looks nice against there. See, candles. Like, where can I put these candles? All right, I need to pull one of them out. Figure out what we can do with that as well. Will it go across the bottom, or does it need to be rehomed further up the top? All right, two more. Else is in here. Yeah. Right, what else? What else are you lot saying? What are you lot saying? Let me flip that over to make sure it's still working. I think it is. Right. Everybody's liked the video, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Poll wise, yeah, we're smashing. Yeah, so you're all thinking Star Wars Christmas Party. Yeah, Lego King was saying something about that, wasn't he? No. The bulbs, I mean, I will have some stuff, but where are you thinking for that? Because that is a rope with the clips on. I don't have another one of those ropes. That's the only thing. I think that's what Lego King was saying before. but that would look nice. Basically, I want to make this look better than that photo. Not that I'm competitive, but I would like have a snowball fight somewhere. Well, we can. You got to let me know what bit. But yes, snowball that could do. I've got little bits that aren't because I've got. No, it's too big. It's too big. I haven't got because obviously they're the biggest. That's the biggest area. I think the trash compactor is most suited for presents. So we're just going to put a load of presents in there because this is full of them. So we can put some presents in here and dot some around the hallways. Because of course we could have things like that dotted away, and you can have all of these at the front. I don't know whether to put a tree here. I don't know whether to put a small Christmas tree there. Because I think a big Christmas tree would be rough, but a small Christmas tree, like this, for example, with on its base with the presents already there. I think it sits in that corner. It does sit there. And then you've got those two around. Only thing is the figure's now to do it the other way. That's an option for that little thing just there, rather than having the bigger presents dotted around. I could just put that thing there. I've got much bigger trees as well. Much bigger trees. But that could sit there maybe. Get some presents. Get some presents in there. Right, I need something for the front. Do I copy what they did or leave it as was? So as you guys and girls are chatting away, do I, for this front, do I do a red colour or do I just leave it grey? Does it stand out more or not? So this bit here, do I do something on this front wall? So they've got a little thing just there. I put a Christmas tree on the other side. I don't really know where the best place is to put that tree. Possibly like that. Minifigure around it, minifigure there. That's better. That sits better. I like that. Yeah, so is it better doing something or just leaving that bit? Get some presents down at the bottom. I am still dribbling. Oh, the bejesus, that is hanging. Some tomfoolery. Ah, studs are on show on there. So what can we do with that? Let's have a copy. Let's have a copy. So on the wings of this thing, and they've added a reindeer in there as well. So obviously, not that we're copying it like for like, because I'm doing a different room. I've added all the bits and pieces at the bottom, but reindeer would fit just there, like so. And we have got some studs on show on here. Now, candle-wise, all of those are dangling. So, put a candle up on that one. And if I've got another spare candle, yes. Oh, I want a matching candle, please. I need another candle. Give me a candle. Candle, candle, candle. I don't know what that person's actually put there, but I'm going to put a candle. What's he put there? Nothing. Where is it? Down at the bottom? Ah! Bollocks. They've done the same thing. They just change it to a gold thing. Oh, they have put a candle there. Oh, useless. I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it, but I think it looks nice. But keep shouting your ideas out. Keep shouting them out. Give me something. Because I will start dribbling very, very quickly. That is for sure. But like I said, this is just a one-off for today. And then tomorrow we'll be stripping apart one of the other sets and then building that up for the display. Whereas this, once I've got some more of your ideas, it will tuck in. But I want to get a little bit done at least. Yeah, I think we can. I think there's stuff that we. Oh, there's another candy cane. Another candy cane. That's could be part of the candle. We could go small on there. I just need a stud. I think you could. You could. If I can mirror it up. We could go gold. I don't know which one. No, I can't. No, I want an actual candle. Candy cane. Let's take the weapons out of Star Wars. Why not? Far too violent. It's far too violent. It does look good. Yeah. Bollocks. All right. Well, that's where. Well, you know the place that it could go. I haven't got one, obviously, but there's potential that I could get one. Well, the Oompa Loompa could be sharing with the rubber ducky because that definitely needs a Christmas present out the front, doesn't it? Because don't forget, this is hidden up here somewhere, isn't it? I actually remember how this works. So that flap opens up, and there's a full-blown sauna area on the inside of this flap. But I don't put that in because, of course, well, I want it to be on show, so I leave it up at the top. I leave it up at the top just there. So present can go up there. Sauna can go up on that bit. That's in. We could have an Oompa Loompa stood around that with a little something, or that might just be it. I need one or two of the characters might need a Christmas hat. But no, Sean says, I think you should hide an Oompa Loompa in there somewhere, like a hidden Easter egg. Matt, can you start a GoFundMe for the community? I would love that. Would you a chili choo choo set? Because that chili choo choo set, right? It actually is officially Johnny Thunder. Because it says in the description, because I was looking at it after, that it is actually Johnny Thunder. So yeah, the chili choo choo. I've got a lot of this theme. I have got a lot of this theme. I'm just getting it up and then I'll share it with you. I think it jumps a little bit, doesn't it? So it is officially named. I'll flop it up for you now. Johnny Thunder's name is officially mentioned in the description, as you can see coming up now once I roll it up. Adventures come to life with Johnny Thunder and 5 minifigures. See? Oh, I would like this, to be honest. And it would go well with the winter bits. It's just I'd need to make a North Pole, wouldn't I? I'd need to hide it somewhere. So I just think of what I could do. I spoke about that a long time ago, getting something like that. But we could do an Easter egg up at the top, or somewhere else. Somewhere else, maybe. Right, I'm getting carried away. So I need to. I said I was going to start from the bottom and work my way up, and it's not quite happened. Right, That already looks very effective at the bottom with the greens, and then if we had the red or purple or something, some type of Christmas jumper, I think that'll break it up nicely. So this bit looks good. I like the sorting thing just at the bottom, and I like how it goes into the Christmas tree, and then the trash compactor can have the rest of the presents in. So I've got loads of spare presents, so they can go in there. Got a Santa needs to be holding his sack, I think. Santa can have his sack. There we go. Oh, he's drunk. He's drunk. Right there and there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, I have got so much of the Explorer stuff from when I was a kid. Um, Explorer Lego. Like a ton of stuff. Arctic Explorer. Hang on. Is it start? I've got it all from, I think it's 97, 96. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes of the stuff. And I've got I've got some stuff new and boxed as well. And I've always thought, oh, you know what would be quite nice? It would be quite nice to do a North Pole just off from the Winter Village and just have all of them burying for stuff. Oh, balls! You lot are horrible to me. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Johnny Thunder, he is a national hero. So yeah, we're gonna have to, aren't we? We're gonna have to do an Arctic, and then other deep dive as well. So I have got coming through. When did this actually come out? 2001. No, it came out before. It must have come out before then. I've got the snowmobile. I've got the Arctic expedition. I've got the mini polar base. I have got the Snow Scout Trooper. I've got the Ice Surfer. I have got no. Maybe the Snow Claw. I've got the Arctic thing. I might have the Arctic. I picked up some of these, so I've got some of these new and boxed. Didn't get the Outpost. Didn't get the Arctic base. That's the big one. Never got an icebreaker boat. Have got a plane somewhere. I've got a lot of it. I've got a lot of it, basically. So I could do a whole table. I could easily do a whole table of North Pole. Johnny Thunder's got nothing on Johnny Bravo. Well, Johnny Bravo's jeans are a little bit tight, but Johnny Thunder's been around longer than Bravo because Thunder is still in the limelight, whereas Bravo, I think, is retired. So, yeah, yeah. What am I adding? Oh, where's the bio? Put that back on until we figure out what we're going to do with this because I'm going to lose these pieces. So that's back together. I'm just being silly now. White lily pads. That's actually works, to be fair. I can add some white and green little pads onto this. If it's white on black. And then I'm sure we could do some random foliage on. Yes, it'll fit. Oh, what an idiot I am. Okay. See, looks silly, but it's all right. Johnny Bravo was always calling people by hot mamas, saying "Do the money move." Yeah, it's those jeans. I remember his very, very tight jeans. Um, but I suppose, do we want a chili choo choo for Christmas? Because I have got a few. I started to buy some in a sale, never built them, and I've probably got 3 or 4 unbuilt sets. But this is 4 tables, by the way. So I have like a North Pole would need its own base camp. It couldn't go on these tables, so it would have to be expanded. Now, the only thing I can think of is that the North Pole, you have the 8080 in front of the North Pole, and the 8080 is walking through. Maybe, maybe. All right, a little bit of greenery on that. Tell you what, this little winter pack's coming in quite handy. Got the same foliage on both. So sliding glide you out. Because yeah, this thing is massive. Oh, what can we do to this? You're down there. What can we do to you? We give it some earmuffs. I'm a child. I've given it some earmuffs. Check out my muffs. There you go. It's got some little earmuffs. See the techniques you learn on this channel. The chili choo choo is just a short truck drive away from Smith Superstore. I do like the chili choo choo, but in all fairness, I did. Um, when I missed out on the chili choo choo, I got the Orient Express instead, which I think is a bit of a better trade-off, to be honest. Um, but I have just given this some earmuffs, which I am thrilled about, and I am that is my ha, first proper mock I have ever done ever on anything in my life. I came up with that idea all by myself. I will give myself a pat on the face at some point. Kind of feel like I need something on the sides. Anything else need to be added to this? Anything to add up at the top, or do you think we can get away with it, or do we add on another color or something? Any ideas what you'd like to see on this, minus its earmuffs? And a red nose. I'm planning the chili choo choo. Seeds and Well, let's be honest. I have spoken about it for a very, very long time, but I got the Orient Express last year instead. And we will red and green flower elements and a red nose. Oh, do you mean the little petals? What, like that? The little petals? I'm assuming that's what you mean for what, 2 on each? I've got petals and I've got actual bits and a red nose. Red and green flower elements. You have stars with studs. I have got stars. I've got stars. What do you want the star on? What do you want your petal with, Sean? Explain to me like I don't know what you mean. I have the stars. I just need to know what Sean means, and we will be golden. All I need to know from Sean. All the red bows. Do you want one of them added on, please? I don't think that's what you mean, is it? No, it's not what Reese means, I think. Star on the side and more foliage elements to make it look like a wreath. The little tiny one stud flower. That is the little one stud flower thing. That's the little petal, isn't it? Is that what you wanted? That's a single stud. That's the circular red stud, which I don't think you meant, and then that's the little petal. No, Reese said hello before we started, and I think locked himself in the toilet again. I think I've got ways of expanding the foliage on its outer bits, but his earmuffs will just stay like his earmuffs. I can expand potentially. Do need to figure out this red nose as well, but what I've got to be careful of is I don't want it to stick out too much. So went like that, and that went like that. Not the petal, the other one. Oh, the solid jobby. The new style is what you want, don't you? Mirrors. No, don't panic. Don't panic. No, I've seen one. I've got a little top of a cake as well. I've got another candle. That's a result. Let's put that candle on first on its lily pad instead. That's what I wanted to do. Not gonna lie, there's no way I thought I was gonna get anything done in this live stream. I just thought, oh, this will just be a little trial and error. But no, look at checkers go. Living the dream with muffy ears and other stuff. I know the one that Sean wants, and it's in that box somewhere. I will find you one, Reese. Reese? Good grief, Sean. I will find you one. Right, I can go like a triple. I can go a triple whammy. I've given it some antlers rather than a wreath. So I just need to add some more decorative colours. But does that look silly enough? Does that work? It's literally hanging on by a stud. No, he's always having a code brand. Do we just want that strip red, don't we? So just that red, or do we want it where it's got the studs on show and we give it to? Not right. Let me rephrase it. Do we want nostrils or do we want it smooth? Nostrils or smooth? Nostrils or smooth? Do we want nostrils? Do we want smooth? Because I might have the ability to give you either. Look, so Oddly wants just a smooth bit rather than having two nostrils sticking out. What does Sean want? Lego King is what either Lego King says sorry at job watching or watching the job. I'm not 100% sure what's occurring. With regards to the poll, I can see it moving. 33 to 67 at the moment. Everybody that has liked the video, thank you very much indeed. Right. Ah, Reese. Bloody hell. Sean, that one, yeah? Is that the one you want? I'll even leave it on the green. I'll even leave it on the green nipple for you. There you go. A mighty addition. If that's the wrong bit, then I'd balls that up. And you definitely want a smooth nose, not a. Overkill. That actually fit. Or is that too big? Big balls. Big hairy testicles. Okay. Star. On a complete random note of current affairs, I've been penetrated. Okay. What in the hell has arrived? What? There's no address on that, is there? No. What have you done? Sean! Sean! That's the biggest order I've ever seen. If that is going in, that's not going out, is it? Good grief, man. What is that? What is that all about? That's outrageous. There I am, all happy with my little antlers that I'm putting on, and now you've just gone and bought half the bloody website. I want a list. I want a list of things that is in that. Here I am, scrounging around at the bottom of a box, so I can't afford any pieces. In all fairness, Sean has sold loads of his sets to buy lots of stuff. So you are living the dream. Right, there's another star. That's honestly, that is just that's mind blowing. Mind blowing. I've got a random tea set that I'll put in there as well. Oh, good God. Good God. I feel all depressed now. I need a better job. That's what I need. I've decided I need to earn more money. I don't earn enough money. Oh, not an order. The loft's been raided. Well, come on, share. DJI, hello to you. Well, do tell us. Do tell. Do tell. I need a green lily pad. I'm going to forget that. DJI, how's life? How did you find your loft experience, by the way? Was it warm? Am I the only one that's stupid enough to sit up in mine for a long period of time? No, I don't need to add any more on there. Do need to maybe add some bits. DJI were basically making a set of antlers for this. I'm quite smug with myself, to be honest. It was a complete accident. I'm not going to lie. But it is turning into an absolute masterpiece. I can't deny the fact that this is just one of the greatest moments on YouTube. But it's obviously not. Obviously not. Guys can't take a joke then. Right, that's the two candles at the bottom. So there you go. And that is another fancy petal that I think Sean was talking about. So that's been added in. Actually, that looks better slotted in. Ooh, looks better with the penetration. So let's do it like that. Yeah, that looks better. Disney Castle, Thieves of Tortuga, Mushroom Village, Winter Chalet, Snow White Cottage, Nightmare Before Christmas, Wonka, and Icons Collector's Edition. Which Icons Collector's Edition is it? Because that's what I got confused with. I thought I'm intrigued. That doesn't look right there. That doesn't look. I need to mirror the stuff that I do. I give a hat. Oh, oh, hang on. Can I give? Ooh, can I give this an oversized Santa's hat? Yes, I can. What can I use for the top? Oh, so has that been sold or built or molested? Why have you got them all there? I can't, but I can't get over that. They look brand new in the actual shipper box. That is absolutely filthy. That is filth, to be quite honest with you. I want more information detail. What are you doing with the winter chalet? What are you doing with all of the bits and bobs? And while you're letting everybody know about that, what can I do for an oversized Santa's hat with this? Because I'm going to give him a Santa's hat. What red pieces can be used for this? I've got coffee mugs, sausage rolls, I've got hot dogs, yellow bits in here, random. I'll give it a little bit more foliage for you, oddly. There you go. Oh, oh. Answer your question, Matt. I opened the window on the evening and live in Swindon, where it's cold. Hang on. Hang on. I answered your question. Up to the next one, at Matt. Up to the next one. I open the window on the evening and live in Sweden, where it's colder. What? I don't know what you're going on about, DJI. This is, I want to know what you're doing. I want to know what you are thinking and doing. Right. So earmuffs are okay, and his little wreath. Does that look all right, or does it look absolutely? Apart from his, oh, you haven't done his nose. Bollocks. There's a four. Right, I need one of them in red because for whatever reason, the two red ones I've got don't actually fit. It's annoying. Decisions must be made. Oh, yes. Outrageous. And I've got the Disney castle directly in front of me if you wanted to trade anything. I pulled it out for you and obviously never managed to get down the motorway to do the dirty deed, but it's looking at me right now, fully complete. Right, red nose. Decisions must be made. Oh. Santa's hat or Christmas tree? What looks better, Christmas tree on its head or Santa's or a hat? What do we do? Tree or hat? I kind of think a hat would be better. I don't think a tree would work, but we could put a tree, grow a tree off its head. Can you see that? I think you can. I know. I know you did. I know. I think I was about to leave the country. I think that was a problem. It's still here. It's still here. It's it's been safe. I'm literally. I can just touch. Oh, just touched it. Oh, stroking it now. Look, it's literally there, safe. It's been carefully positioned as we go. Um, Tree on top. Yes. No. Yes. Earmuffs are in. Bits are on. Something's. Oh, bollocks. Oh, oh, that's a passionate bollocks. God damn it, Reese. Damn that man. There we go. Try again. Is that the right way around? Yeah, that is the right way around, isn't it? You put that in the right way, or is that upside down? Can't remember. Why doesn't that look right? Have you ever taken interest in the Mountain Fortress? It's a pretty nice snowy building. It is on the floor and going to be sold, I think, because I have absolutely no idea what I can do. Because the problem is, it's an actual castle. So I don't know what to do with it. Is the answer? Is the answer to that? And I've got a flipping feeling I put this on the wrong way. No, I haven't. No, I don't think I have. Don't think I have. We'll see. Right, nose, red nose, red nose. Keep thinking it's red nose. What have I got that is red with that? How can I have everything apart from a 1x4 red strip? I've got a lot of 1x2s. Maybe I can just have 4 studs on show and I can put 2 2s over the top of it. I'm not greedy. But yeah, I've built it, TGI. It's been built and it's been done. This is what has happened. We're going for a red nose or a candy cane on the front. I've got at the moment I've got studs on. That doesn't fit either. What voodoo? Is it only 3? Oh, suck my bums. Oh, why? Oh, that's outrageous. Outrageous decision. I need a 3 stud in red. I don't know though, because it's an elf castle. Ah, could you have? Who would be the prisoner? Oh no, I'm looking at it right now. It's there. It's there on the floor, not doing anything at the moment. Could be the backdrop to the 8080. It could be. It it would need all the banners removing and all the bits removing that is castle related on the front, but it is literally there. Hey, it's a winter series. If we can save stuff, we'll save it. But you guys and girls have got to let me know early Otherwise, things might be sold before you know it. So there's a lot on the chopping block already. A lot on the chopping block already. Think where that could go, Sean. I mean, if it could go at the back, if we can tell us the gingerbread man could be imprisoned in the castle dungeons. Oh, it's been overtaken by a load of evil elves. Well, hang on. There's a load of folklore, isn't there? There's a load of folklore. Who's the Krampus? We could do a Krampus, which is obviously Santa's brother, and we've got all of the other little bits and pieces it could go with. Oh, because that could be a thing up here, and then I could just have the winter stuff downstairs. But we have got space for that kind of thing. It's literally it's there on the floor. I could pull it out tomorrow, and we could potentially see if we could modify it. And then on Monday start the gardens. But this is why I'm starting it early, because it's all these ideas that could be done. As it stands, I have got space to extend the winter, and it could extend by quite a bit. It's on 4 tables. So I've got a Kallax which you could extend by. We could just have the castle with this monstrosity of an 8080 behind me in front of it, and the 8080 could be potentially defending the castle, and it could be Krampus and the cronies. So it's all I don't know who Krampus works with. I haven't seen. I need to read in. Well, yours is Krampus DJI, isn't it? It's folklore for yours. We don't really get educated on that over this way. But it's The Rock. Have you? What's the film with The Rock and Chris Evans in? And it covers all of the evil Christmas characters. I'm trying to think who else it was, because you've got the gingerbread Darth Vader as well. So rather than having Krampus, do you have a gingerbread story being told in the castle, and then a gingerbread army trying to get the gingerbread character? We got to think of something. Jumanji. Jumanji? No, Chris Evans, the other Chris, the Captain America Chris, not that Chris. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? It came out last year. It's a really good film. Christmas film with The Rock. It was filmed a while back. Red One. Yeah, Red One. That's it. It was filmed in 24, but it's on telly now. And Red One has all of the evil characters in. Which is it was good with regards to the characters that it used. Yeah, so there's a film called Krampus, which is where he just goes around beating the bejesus out of everybody. But Krampus is also in Red One with a load of other characters as well. So we could have it full of evil characters. Sean might be onto something with that. Any excuse to buy more elves, really. That works for me. I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. My delay tactics are also, I can't find a three-way for this, which doesn't help. I could go. Doesn't work either. That's not big enough. Is that nose big enough or not? Does that work, or is it too small? 'Cause I can only go one stub more. That's it. At the polar bear from that movie, yes. Yeah. I think Shaw might have opened up a can of worms, and he might not have realised it if he's not seen Red One. But this is literally what we're doing until Christmas. It's this kind of. I basically want this channel to be known for a almost a 50% winter display. So everything on this side is all winter. It's going to start at the top. This is the mini land, the bit that we're sat on. You can see that the. Can you see, by the way, Charizard's got the shaft. Charizard is in and he's on. Um, there's potential that we could have the 8080 moved over with the castle, and there could be some smaller bits behind. There is an opportunity for that to work. The castle would have to be closed. Not that makes a difference, and we could have a rescue mission going on. So that works. Look how cute it is. No, look at him. I just like his little earmuffs. I think that looks really sweet. So, and that's got. I'll show you the Christmas tree. It fits as well. Oh, look at it. Right, moving on to this one. What do we do with this? I put just bits on the side for now, but that's what you're going to be looking at. What do we do with this? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I can't believe it, but I actually did a thing, and that is the first thing I've ever done that doesn't involve actually looking at the instructions. I put 6 pieces together, and I'm more impressed. It's now got earmuffs. So I've completed my day. Everything from here, I'll drop it now, but from here on out, everything is just a bonus. And the fact it fits, and we've got the reindeer just beside it, and we've got the candles, we've got the presents, and yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Doing more than what I thought we were going to do, that is for sure. But you can see how much we've got to go room by room. That looks effective enough upon this bit. I think that is that. Oh, this is removable, isn't it? Yeah. So that's just the bit at the top, just so you know what that is. That's the big weird thing. So yeah, that's just a removable. That's just a removable piece. We could put a big Christmas tree there, but I need to know what we're doing with this first. But yes, I did a thing. I can't believe it. So we could remove the tree. If we remove the tree, we could try and make a hat of some sort. But if we can't do the hat, we can then just leave the tree on. Oh, I'm looking at that castle now, going, okay, okay. Because I could literally just put the castle here and we can tweak it. Because if it doesn't work, then it can be binned. It can be binned off. Because there'll be another upload this evening. I'm probably 10 parts in at the moment, and basically it's going to be whatever doesn't fit in this display by Christmas is being binned up and boxed up and gone. So I'm going to be ruthless with a lot of the stuff. So on the list at the moment, all of the Disney stuff. The medieval market can go. Rivendell is going to go. Shire is going to go. Eyeball, I'm going to see if I can make work in my mini land first. If the eyeball doesn't work, then the eyeball's got to go. All of the Star Wars stuff on the floor. So T6, ATT, Sail Barge, Cantina, the Ghost, gone. They're all going to get binned off. Stranger Things is going to go. Apocalypseburg, I'm not too sure about. If I can salvage the big 8080, I will salvage the 8080. Coming round this way, there'll be a couple more bits and pieces that'll be going as well. I have managed to relocate, but I don't want to spoil it for you, but I've managed to relocate all the Ninjago. Harry Potter with characters have been added in, so that looks smart. Shadowbox has been relocated. The modulars has been split and moved with vehicles and base plates down. 4 tables for this, and a mini Halloween display has been done. Good shout. It's a good shout. Do we do a gingerbread wings, the TIE Fighter, or full gingerbread? There'd be too many parching. The problem is with this, which I'm not, is this was the giveaway, wasn't it? This is the thing that people get moist over. I don't know why. So I don't really want to do too. I don't want to make it all brown. However, we could make a full gingerbread version of this and have it with the castle, because even though I'm getting rid of all of the big Star Wars stuff, if we're going to have this with the big castle telling an elf gingerbread story, we could have a gingerbread version of this, because that way I could have the small gingerbread 8080 over there as well. If you want, can you take a look at the photos from my trip I uploaded? Says DJI. DJI. I'm a. Oh, they're on your DJI channel, are they? You commenting on your other profile for it? You're flipping. Oh, you sausage. Go to channel. DJI. Posts. Oh, naughty. Right, hang on. DJI. Right, this is DJI's profile, and this is the filth. You got no nudes on this. So you got an egg. Beautiful looking egg. Very nice. It's just the one photo. Oh no, multiple. Yeah. You're not buying one of these, are you? What are they, 2-3 million? I think that's the Regera. Very, very nice. You interested in the Technic set itself? That is some absolutely stunning vehicles there. Stunning. They are well out of my price range. That is for sure. Just looking at the different advent calendars, and they're not very helpful at all. Hang on. Let's invite you to the party. 2014. Christmas Darth Vader. Oh, there is a Santa version of Darth Vader from 2014. How do I find? Oh, it's from the same advent calendar as the droid. Well, that's a must. Right, so there's some good characters to get. Got Mando in an outfit just there. No, it's 2013, 2012. Oh, there's another one there. That'll do. Can anybody that has got any way of finding their Alex, they're not going to be available now, are they? I'm doing this and building my hopes up, and I think basically shat the bed when it comes to this. If I click, I know what I've got to click on. Just can't remember what year it was. 16, 15, 17, 18. Oh my good grief. Where is 19? No. 13? No, 14. There it is. The 2014 Advent calendar. What's available? Plenty of them, but they're not being split up. And there's not one in the UK, I bet, either. So front of it, right? That's the one. That's what we want. Look at that for a print. That looks fantastic. Right, that might be needed, I think. So we've got a couple of them that we need to do. Don't you have the gingerbread X-wing? No, definitely not. What? Not the Not the exclusive one. No, the staff one. That's like £700 now. Um, I haven't picked up the gingerbread 8080 yet, so that is needed. Okay, well, what can we do as a makeshift for this without having to replace part color? What can I add to it rather than take away? I'm not a massive fan, to be honest. Oddly, not a massive fan. It wasn't. It didn't tickle my biscuits, to be quite honest. Didn't tickle my biscuits. So, no, basically. What can we put in that room? What are we? Yeah, what can we do with that? I could strip this, for example, and have all the studs alternating colours. That would work, wouldn't it? Just use loads of yellow and red studs. Wouldn't make it very aerodynamic, but it's a start. Why don't we start with that? And if it looks like an absolute sack of turd, it can stay like that. Unless you lot can come up with something a little bit more fruity than that. So this might. Ooh, I wonder what's in my head. I wonder how many square pieces I've got in my head. I don't think I've got enough ice cream bits, which is a shame, to do full ice cream bit. I've only got a handful. So we'll go for the bog standard red and yellow. I'm assuming you do, oddly. I'm assuming you do. Now, I think what I might be able to do, though, is on its blasters at the front. Oh, it's going to be naughty. That's going to be naughty. I need an open hole. Keep the shaft silver. I want to change the tips. But for me, could go pink and brown. I could do a double whammy here. There could be outrageous modifications being made to this. What is it? I love them. I love the old Bionicle. Well, you can love it on my behalf, oddly. I'll allow that. I will allow it. Right, we've got a load of little. No! Monica! We've got a load of red stem. Oh, good grief. And he took my bloody eye out of that. I just took a brown one to the face. Just found a it's pretty. Alright, I need a full open circle. Need two open circles, to be honest. It's just the wrong bit on the end. Ooh. No, I can work with that. I can work with that. I can put that on that one. Right, what color combo? So I've added a silver and a golden thing. But on the front, what do I use? Do I use gold? Do I use pink? Or do I use brown? That winter village could cool me down if I could get my knackers out right now. I would be living the dream. I'm peeling myself off from myself at the moment. Oddly, it is rather warm. So with my, my skill knows no bound. But I have found. So I've added an extension to the weaponry. But what take do we do? Do we replace the gold? It looks like it's a lightsaber hilt, to be honest, in different colours. So do I have it with gold or what? I don't know. What colour combo do I go for the front? Well, you lot are letting me know. I will add some sensational decorative pieces on to the side just to break up these bits. We'll add something onto the wings as well. So if I get left to my own devices, it could be deadly. So please let me know. I might just start to cry, to be honest. Yeah, some small presents on there. Present? Or was that silly? Maybe it's silly. Something else. Something else. Oh, I've broken it there. What am I doing there? Oh my days. Have I made the schoolboy error of not bringing it? Oh, that is naughty. I still actually can't get over how disgusting Sean is with his haul. Just flop it all out. Why not? Just figure out what it is you're going to do. Just gloat. Good grief, Sean. Good grief. Oh, I know what that is. That's Potter and his invisible cloak. Check me out. First thing in his head, Potter with the invisible cloak. I've got Fred Flintstone in here for some random reason. I've been looking for him. He's in there as well. Why not? Why not? Let's just put Hagrid in the top of this thing. Oh, I can actually feel it. It's currently pooling in my gooch. I've got some white extension pieces if required. Stretchers. I We need to know what we can do in that room as well. Front could be white or maybe green. For which bit, oddly? Sean's just giving me the I don't know. Just sat there like, nah, you know. Honestly, it's it's all going on the floor. I've got spillage upon spillage. I'm not going to be able to get the. I've got loads of bits in here, but I need to pour it out, and I'm not picking up thousands of bits again because I did that on the last live stream. You all laughed, and then I ended the stream and cried. I had to pick it all up individually. So if you think I'm going to be stupid enough to do that again, absolutely not. Um, it's only the front weapon I was talking about. Just these two. I've started to add the red. I'm going to do red and yellow on the one side, and then whatever it is on the other, just to keep it simple. But I Because I've got, I don't know if I've got things like this I could use. I've got all the circles of these trees because that's not got a home at all. But that's not big enough to go in here, so I could nick some of those bits if needed. Might do that. I might do that. Green and orange on the one side, and then blue and orange on the other. That's on the one side. That is on the other. It's doing all this and you're not even going to see it, but I can, so it's fine. I don't mind. Oh, need to add in some more colouring on there. It doesn't quite look like a child's done it. She think that is part of a Potter thing. That is what that is from. That is what that is from. Oh, you're talking about the side. I just realised what Oddly's talking about. Sorry, Oddly. I just realised. I just realised I is. Right, that's that side done. That'll do. It's just bodged. And then we can do this side with some more bodged. It's finding enough of the same. The fact that all of these pieces in the bottom of this box, I don't know where they actually are supposed to belong. That's a scary thought. Table. Can we use a table somewhere in this display? Wouldn't that be thrilling? Well, I've got to commit to whites, haven't I? What an absolute turd. Keep it the same on both. Rummaging of pieces. Mark, hello to you. You watching any films this weekend, Mark? Got one of those as well. Anything I can do with that? Mark, we are doing stuff that shouldn't really be done to the Death Star. So, in case you're wondering what is going on, there's a little fountain there as well. That could be potentially used. That would be lovely and splendid. What's in here? Oh, more stuff. Potter in his Christmas jumper, along with all sorts of stuff. Oh, he's absolutely destroyed it. Destroyed it. Put you at the top. Oh, you're going to see Cross the Spider-Verse. Any good? I think Ultra went to see that and said it was satisfactory. So, did you enjoy it? That is the main thing. Done. Buggered it, but done. There. Smeg. Ha ha! Oh! What am I doing? That was the other wing that fell off, I think. It was the other wing that fell off. Right, they're both on. I will do something better with those wings. Can't really give it earmuffs, but that'll do. There you go. He's in. He's in and he's on. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad, honestly. Oh, I am literally a walking disaster, or as it stands right now, just a disaster sat down, to be quite honest. Right, C3PO's room. Obviously, that can be pulled out. What is going on there? What are we doing? Wait, do you mean going to see a movie at the cinema? Yes, Mark, but it's absolutely fine. Have you seen Into the Spider-Verse on Netflix or whatever it is? I think everybody else has seen that as well. So that is okay. We know about that one. Right, what did the geezer do? So far, ours looks nothing like that at the moment. I'm going to get Christmas jumpers and we are going to get more candy canes. I don't like the fact that Santa's been arrested. Doesn't quite look that Christmassy to me. Now, they have added in some battle scenes up on there. I am very intrigued to know how they've done this bit in the top left-hand corner. Anybody has any idea how they've managed to do that or what part it is I need? Because I think they've wrapped it off the top. They've wrapped it over and down. I would be very interested to know what's gone on there, please. That would be fantastic. Right, so we're not looking at the big bit. We're looking at this small room. What do I do in this small room and around the outside? So I've got studs on show here. There is something that I can add to the studs on show if needed. But let me know. So that's the room that we're doing. That's the detailing that's around the outside. That's your options of sticking stuff straight on. I want to add in these bits, but I don't know how they've done it. Enlighten me. So that's what it is, and that's it live, just there. Uh, might should go see Spider-Man Brand New Day. Maybe, maybe not. One day might happen. It might happen. Yeah, balls, 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 balls. Um, I could put some ivy up the side, and rather than having something dangled down, I could block that corner. I could just have something growing up there. Just be different. I want stuff dangling down, but because we've done like the little antlers with the spare pieces, big and small, if there's any spare pieces, which I don't think there is. No, we've used all the gains. All the gains have been used. It's not going well, laddie. It's not going well. It's not going well. Oh, oh, my speedy reactions there. I nearly punched myself in the plums as I went across. On your TV, DJI and Mark are talking about a film, I do believe. I would like a new pair of boxers, please. I have sweat dripping down the back of my leg, and I have not sharted myself. In fact, the towel that I'm sat on is soggy as well. Why am I here doing what I'm doing? Oh, it's all squelchy. Like it's almost squelchy around the hole as well. This can't be health and safety standards. Surely not. Oh, mother! Where has that gone? Why? Not in this heat. Even when I try and modify the Star Wars stuff, it puts up a fight. It hates me. We have a hate relationship with Star Wars. Star Trek is so much better. So much better. Sean's like, it's really bad, Sean. I mean, it's like really bad. Like they are soaking wet. Like my shorts are sticking to myself. My nuts are stuck to the inside of my leg. I've now got pieces on the keyboard. Oh, what is going on with my life? All I want to do is just make a nice display, and I can't. I can't. I don't have the skill or the capability. I'm now coming out. I probably want to go back in. Want to go back under on itself. Outrageous. It is outrageous. I think this is probably a non-start. I probably need the bigger pieces, to be honest. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm trying to achieve with this. I don't know where I'm going. If I'm trying to achieve a semicircle or just cut the corner off or just leave it there. I don't know. Um, Tuesday, you're going on holiday. You are living the dream. Where are you off to on holiday? Um, Tell me more, Mark. Tell me more. No, not gonna work. Not gonna work. Got the capability of doing stuff on the outer edges, but I don't. You're going to Disneyland, California. You are living the dream going over to the California park. Hopefully, you can get yourself over to Universal as well, because the Universal has the Warner Brothers tour next to it. So it's about an hour apart from each other. That'd be really nice. Um, yeah, you are living the dream. Living the dream with that. Right. You've been helpful with regards to how they've done what they've done. Oh, did they stick it underneath? Oh, am I looking at that from the wrong way? Did they go underneath and not on top? Am I doing all of this and being absolute dribble? Did they go underneath and then build in front? Is that what they've done? They must have. Yeah, they built up. There it is. It's that corner, isn't it? Oh. Nope, fair enough. Well, Disneyland's gonna be brilliant. It's massive. You've got a couple of parks over at California, so you have a fantastic time. You'll have a fantastic time. You've got the massive Legoland there, the massive Lego store over there, Mark. It'll be spectacular. You'll love it. Hopefully, you and your family have a fantastic time. I've got videos on the channel, so if you get stuck, there's videos on here that you can see yourself around if you need to. I think what they've done is they've used that bit where it comes round and down on itself and built in front of it and dropped some stuff down. That's what I think they've done. I want to do the same. What I want to do, I want to see, because I really, obviously it's the wrong piece, but want that sort of corner done. And I don't know what bits are needed. I can visualize the piece as well. It's the up and the one in front. I don't know what the name of the piece is called. I could do it with one of them. I think that might be a bit too much. Because these bits would work. Oh, look, I've done a thing. I've done a thing. See, my genius knows no bounds. Yeah. Possibilities. Good. Make sure you don't have to make sure the passport's in the suitcase and not elsewhere. Yeah, it's a massive Lego store there. They've just redone the whole front as well, apparently. So when I went last time, it was all older bits. So it's all brand new models on the outside of that. So there'll be tens of thousands of pieces that they've used. So that looks spectacular. So I hope you have a lovely time. Where can this go? I feel like this needs to go somewhere. Feel that needs a home. Have they really? What, the models at the front? They have indeed. All been redone. I've seen people doing loads of videos on it, and I will love to go back. Love to go back and see all that kind of thing. It would be sensational. Sensational is what it would be. Mm. That corner, want that corner with something on it. That corner's bugging me. It's bugging me. Yeah, fair enough. No, the California park's nice. You've got a nice little walk around. You've got the bits and pieces. Are you staying on site? Are you staying in a hotel going to and from? But the California Universal, if you ever get a chance to go back over that way, it's very good. Because you could literally do the park in a day. It's got top and bottom, be a full day. And then if you were to stay in a cheap hotel close to the park, you've got the Warner Brothers thing where they've got the Harry Potter walkthrough, DC attraction, Friends. Yeah, you've got the Hollywood store, Hollywood, the Hollywood Studios backlot tour, which is really very special to do. So yeah, I am full, honestly, of just useless knowledge when it comes to that kind of thing. I am a useless individual. taking me long enough to realise what they've done. That's what I'm after. One of those. One of those, and I want one of those, no. So it's taken me that long to find the bit that I need. No! Monica! God damn it, Reese! What the hell was there? Oh, it was my customization build. It's all broke. Oh, balls. It broke into a million pieces as well. No. Oh. Why? Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Nothing ever comes out of this. Maybe I should go for a heavier stud. Yes. Yes. That might work a little bit better. Yes. Yes. We'll see. Is Sean having a lot of stuff he wants? Sean? Sean? Sean, you have questions, sir. I don't know what Sean's doing. I'm assuming Sean has a lot of stuff that he wants. I'd like to think so. I don't know. Are you quite far behind the chat? I don't know what you're going on about. I don't know what you are going on about. That's got to go there. I think off that corner. I think that might need to do. That way. That's where it needs to go. I don't believe it, Bernard. I have done a thing. I have actually figured out how they've done that. Check me out. I'm over here all day. What? You rang? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. DJI is asking you a thing. Hotel close to Disneyland. Not every day in Disneyland. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Ultrabricks was here at the very top. If you scroll all the way up to the top of the chat, Oddly said hello, but I can't make it. And I will read out, if I go to the very, very top, it says, Ultrabricks says, afternoon all. I'll miss this one. So have a good stream. And then says, good luck to Sean with the hub. Reese, thinking of you at this difficult time with a praying emoji and a toilet. Then Reese responded, afternoon people. Cheers, Ultra. Trust Matt to be doing a winter theme while he's boiling hot in the attic. Never to be heard again. So Reese has basically done a squat and drop flyby. Didn't Sean mention many men? Yes, penetration in the yeah. Sean has done. Hang on. What is going on? What is this monstrosity? Get off! Don't understand what's going on. Oh, it's not working for some reason. I'll show you in a second. Has got boxes on boxes, but I've done a thing. Look at my thing that I've done. I now just need to make sure that that thing is big enough, and then we can do something in front of it. So, oh, I've got another one. I got it in purple as well. I can do another one. Oh my, what a day to be alive! Oh my skill now is, good grief. Maha, yes, exactly that. So what am I dangling off the front of this then? I actually can't believe I've done a thing, but I just need to figure out what size I do and then what we do from it. because I could do like random stuff with green on, or we do more of the. We put that as holly. What's the? What do I do? What do I do on the first thing? Reese, why? God, bollocks to that. Oh, it's so sloppy. Oh, I can just feel it around my hole. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the jet off the shower. And oh, it's wrong. It's wrong on every level. I need 2 red petals. I need a petal, an actual petal. Oh, it's just used. Oh, that's what I need. I need one of those. Take that green one off. Put this red one on. Put that on. Bernard, look at it. Look at the magnificence of it. I've got a gap beside it. Do we want the gap there? Do I bring that in one? Oh, it is a absolute wonder. Look at that. I have done a thing on the corner. Now I know what I'm doing after 17 hours of sat here sweating my absolute testicles off. There is gains to be made. Gains to be made. And you can have that there. I've got a little fence that I can add, oddly. You like a fence? I feel like I need a big tree in there somewhere just to break it up a little bit. Where should I put a tree? Because that's where they put a big tree. Like a really big tree they put there. Do I mirror? Do I copy that idea? And do we do a bigger tree like they've done? Because so far, everything's different. I've just figured out how they've done this bit at the top. I might actually do that on the other side as well. I can't, it steps out. What a day to be alive. What a day. Yeah, do I do a tree there? Basically, yes or no, or you don't care. How long have I been on here for? 2 hours, and I've done a thing. I can't believe I've done a thing. I've done a thing an hour. I've done a thing an hour. This is unheard of. Unheard of. Can actually add a Christmas gate to the front of mine. Could do some. Oh, I've got 4 studs there. That is screaming. It is, isn't it? It is screaming. Yes, it is. Why didn't I think of that before? Lily pads. I need some lily pads and some other things. This is where those leaf pits will come in handy now. I need 2. I need 2 of these. Might be better to have that, maybe. Going to do a thing at the front, which I don't think was done on there. So we are adding in extra special bits. I found another big bit for that. I got bright green. I got choice. I can have like ivy, which I don't think works. Dark green. It's got to be dark green, isn't it? Dark green. is there two dark green bits here. That is very rude. Very, very, very rude. There is not. That's not very nice, is it? Mark says I'll be back. Okay. Mark will be back. Enjoy that, Mark. Enjoy coming back. I need the flower. Could just have that. That, look, I've done a thing. I'm getting scared now. I'm doing things. What is this all about? What can I put in the middle of the four studs? We are doing something different because that has not been done on this one. So I'm doing an extra thing. I'm doing a thing of a thing that hasn't been done. Those four studs at the bottom is where we're at. What can I do with that? Do I add basically what do I put in the middle? So I can add another one of those. I think that would be the easiest and nicest thing to add. But I need a dark green. Oh, the slop when I stand. Oh, God, that's outrageous. Oh, that is outrageous. I'm going to peel myself from myself, I think, is what's going to happen. That is just utterly revolting. Do we go pink or do we go? I'll keep it red. Yeah, definitely keep it red. Keep it red. Needs something in the middle. I made the trash room into a gingerbread room. It's pretty neat, isn't it? What? I'm struggling to breathe now. You've got to be more clearer. Do you need me to do something? Oh God, I sat back. The squelch when I sat down. It better be entertaining, oddly. DJI. Sorry. What are you doing? Go to channel. Posts. You've done what? Made the trash room into a gingerbread room. I don't know something you're talking about, DJI. There's nothing there on your site. I'm looking. You're lying to me. There's another goddamn it Reese coming. Another goddamn it Reese is on the way. You know what? I don't know if we can add lights across the bottom of that. I need more inspiration. I need some sort of inspiration for that. I don't know. Yeah. That just looks crap as well. It needs a second one of them. It needs something a little bit bigger on the. Needs something. Oh, that actually hurts. Oh, oh, oh no, Bernard. Hang on, hang on, hang on. You shot the Death Star alternative build. That's what I talked to. Clouds. Oh, they made the trash compactor. No, I don't think they did. Hang on. It's just lit, oddly. DJI, all of you. There. It's not back on the screen. It's just lit. See? It's exactly the same, I think, or close to the same. Oh, God, I'm squelching. I'm squelching. Actually know what these pieces are from. There's absolutely no idea what these bits are from at all. Say what though, they might bloody fit. Yeah. Yeah. I've got some random bits I can do. I have no idea what they go on. Need a pokey pole. All right, well that's two more. There's two more to add on. It's not what I was hoping for. I need another leaf. I need another leaf. Yeah, so there you go. That's what it was. But it's I put the Christmas tree and everything in front of it, as you can see. Uh, I think you guys can see that all right, can you? It's not too bright because I can turn it. That's now too dark, isn't it? I'll never know how what it's like. I don't know if that's any better or any worse. I don't know how because it seems blurry to me, but when it uploads, I think it might be clear. So I really haven't got a clue. So I'll just crank it up a little bit more and hope for the best. But yeah, we will work our way up. I don't think we're going to do. Well, we're not going to do all of it obviously today. I mean, I don't think we're going to get done this weekend. There's loads of stuff that we can do. I do want to potentially add this skier in somewhere. The Christmas tree, I might just do. I might start on that on the next one. I want to add in another thing like that though. I just googled it. Just googled it. So it's literally the same. Um, it's the same Death Star, but it's just been modified. So there's not a huge amount of changes. Not a huge amount. See, the pieces that are in here, I really want to use, but I think they're from the fire station, so I'm not going to use these yet. I need to repair that fire station first, otherwise I'll be in trouble. Axes, wooden stuff, gates. That will all be used in there. So far, what we've done, a couple of presents in the trash compactor, two minifigures, Christmas tree at the bottom. We've added in all the elves with these. This is the best bit. This bit down at the bottom looks really, really clean. And then obviously we've given the ear warmers and the bits up at the top. That looks quite nice. The wreath. These bits just dotted around, different colours and yada yada yada. This coming round at the top will work. I can now add this on every single level, so that will work. There's just a lot more, load more to do and add. So what are we now? We're coming to 20 past 6. 20 past 6. Yeah. So has anybody got any other ideas for this? Just so I know for the future. And of course, do we try and add in a big thing like that? Because I think they have used a larger Christmas tree, much larger than this up here. I'm not being funny, but that actually fits like an absolute dream because that will fit. There you go. See? So that fits no problem. If I wanted to just to cheat and do that, I can actually have them still battling with the Christmas tree in front. Really not a problem at all. I don't know what they've actually removed. Well, I think the Christmas tree was a little bit bigger than that, but I need the top. I've stolen the top of that tree. What kind of customer was that with? But no, it wasn't anything to do with me. More Ninjago stuff in here. Good grief. Ninjago stuff everywhere. Presents. Right, have you got any ideas then before I start to wrap things up? We spent 2.5 hours and we've done 2 levels. That needs a lot of work on that side. I don't think that's festive enough whatsoever. Now we've made this really, really detailed across the bottom. I need another thing there, that's for sure. Need a bigger one anyway. I can. It's just one I need. I don't know if I've got another one anywhere lying around. I think I have, to be honest. I'm not taking anything off any of the other buildings, obviously. Presidents and characters can move, but I'm not taking any of the little bits, off. We could do something on that side with. If I got one more of these, we could actually make something slightly bigger. Oh, that's a piece I was looking for. There you go. That would actually do the trick. That little star up at the top. Get that in. Get that in. There you go. Just happens to be absolutely perfect for size. So that can stay there for now. It means I won't use it anywhere else. Definitely got bits in here that now you don't actually belong. Definitely don't belong to these bits, that's for sure. Right, I think I'm going to stop in a couple of minutes. So, unless we suddenly come up with some amazing ideas, this is definitely done the trick for this. I will then put it up on the shelf, look into getting some bits and pieces ordered and done, and just figure out what else can be done. Because, like this, for example, a couple of presents. Basically, all that's needed then. Now. Down. What did that circular goes with that with some studs on. Oh, Mark, welcome back. Mark is back, everybody. Red and gold or two reds? I always think the two reds look better. I'm going to go two reds. Why not? Treat myself. There's kind of a spare star. I'll go red and gold. Bugger it. Let's go red and gold. So that can't go behind the reindeer, just there. Look at that. Bit of detail. Lovely. In their version, they did, yeah. So the stormtroopers are just in jumpers. That's it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to order some Christmas jumpers. I do want the Darth Vader in the really nice Christmas jumper that we've seen from the Advent calendar from 2014. So I will. There's one or two things that I will get just because it's Christmassy based, but I am using all the pieces that I possibly. But that I think is a must. I think both of those that are on the box, the actual droid and Darth Vader in that outfit, I think it makes perfect sense. If it's going to be if we're doing a Star Wars Christmas party, I think that makes perfect sense. So yeah, you can't really go too wrong with it. I'm just trying to figure out where else these reindeer fit because you've got some empty right there. Look. There you go. Let's put that in there. So that reindeer, look, just slots in there. That's just empty space. So there's a reindeer. I've got another. I thought I had another one. Oh, there, yeah. So I can put that one back. I've just taken that one off, so he's moved. That one goes in there. So there's 4 reindeer in there. I just would have liked that sledding, but never mind. So I've just added in the wreath up top, some more little presents maybe to go in there. But no, all the stormtroopers are in the jumpers, and then I think all the other characters are where they need to be. But what we've done, we've added the candles at the front, done all the bits on that bottom. It needs another one of them across the bottom. Done all of those. Hooked up stormtroopers at the top with the present as well. Yeah, it makes a big difference when you start adding in the greens and the reds against the black. It looks very, very. I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but it does look very effective in person. Probably looks like an absolute sack of turd with what you guys are looking at, but it is what it is. I just don't know what I can do at the front end. That needs to go there. That's where that's where it really needs to go. What can I do to you? I don't know. I don't know where, because that would suit there, I think. But the little sled doesn't have any of the studs on show. I can do it is if I cheat. I can cheat a little bit, I think. If I raise this bit up, well, it was away from that. I'd better get it on. Yeah, it'll be hang on. I think it's more detailed when it gets re-uploaded, I think. But that's basically, might be a good idea if I clean that first. That's basically it. So what you're getting through now is it. I can't believe those boxes. Naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Yeah, the big circular one, that looks nice. The circular one looks really good. Yeah, I think I don't know how much it goes for now, but I think it looks really nice. I think it looks really good. Um, oh yeah, I was going to do something nice. What do I need? What do I need? Right, then I need something like that. No, no, mummy, mummy, no, bollocks! Don't do that. Absolute sausage. Come on. Oh my good grief! What was that? The room's fighting back. Does that look alright? Does it look? Does that look stupid? How about that? I might be able to squeeze a figure in there. See, I can do these things now. It's taking me all stream to figure out actually using the bits underneath is the trick. But does that work? I'm not going to attach a reindeer to it because it could just be parked up. But does that work or not? You've got the smaller one, or you've got the bigger one with ho 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 written on the bottom. Winter really it is well and truly coming. Especially if we're going to be messing around with this castle tomorrow. Yeah, I think that might be a good shout actually. Tell an elf story, see if we can make the castle work. Um, because what I want to do is I'll probably go on at either might go on at 3:30 to say 5:30, and then go back on at 7 for a Bricklink recap. Because don't forget Bricklink's on the Monday. But yeah, we will see. I don't think the reindeer will work on that, but that's just different. So I like being weird. I like that. Figure out what we're going to do with those. Do quite like. I think that does need a big tree. I think that bit will just have to come off, and we'll put a big Christmas tree in there. That'd be like the big centerpiece. But yeah, winter could be well and coming. I'll send a photo of that as well. Um, There we go. Sent more filth. More filth has been sent. The lasers can only be that length. I've got a problem with the lasers. We're giving candy canes to the we're gonna give candy canes to stormtroopers. I've found 2 candy canes so far, so they're gonna have all of the stormtroopers are gonna have a Christmas jumper and a candy cane instead of a blaster. Um, but the actual laser, I don't know if it's just gonna stay green for now. I'm not too sure. But the bits we've done the bottom run and we've got to that bit and I've added the range. So we're basically here. That's the next room that we're going to be doing. And then we'll work our way up. I think there's a lot more we could do with this space because this space is the biggest. I just don't know what to put in there. That potentially could be oddly snowball fight. I think that might be the place to put the snowball fight. Or we put an ice skating rink in there. The room needs a chocolate waterfall. Why could we put chocolate? I don't know where we could put a chocolate waterfall. We could do something with it. But the trash compactor's got the presents in. There's a possibility that that could be an ice skating thing, but I don't know if I've got one that would fit. I can't really customize one to fit because that would take some skill, and I haven't got any skill whatsoever. But yeah, there's potential. Yeah, that definitely needs something down on there. Definitely. Because I found a big ice skating rink the other day. That one. I found that, but that's too deep. Sit up top, it would fit there. In fact, would it fit? It would. Ish. That's too deep for that. So this is the file. I haven't got any. I'd have to customize it. I've got water tiles and things. I've got all the snow. I've got a lot of 1x4 bits that I could do stuff with, but I don't particularly want to. I want to just place it on top rather than worry about it. But I think an ice skating bit might work in that corridor. Again, just to be different compared to what has been done by other people. Yeah, because all of that's completely different. So it looks nothing the same. I just really like the Christmas jumpers. So the Christmas jumpers is a must. That bit we've added some foliage. We've got a different set of candles. We've got the foliage around the corner, so we've got foliage coming up from that and round. I'm going to do that possibly on the other side as well, and just have that sticking in. And I've added in a little water thing instead. And then I figured out how to do this now, so I'll do that a little bit better. And then yeah, I got some presents, and then yeah, so they've got a battle going up on there. I don't know what to put. That's the room. So it's a big space. Just on this nipple just here, I've added in a little wreath, and then the rooms above it are quite small, so they're all individual rooms. But again, every single one of them has got a Christmas jumper on. So I dread to think how much those jumpers are for the torsos. So I don't know if they'll be on the Lego website or not. But we're just basically making it up as we're going along, Ryan. That's what we're doing, making it up as we go along. Story of my life, really. Story of my life. But we've done the bottom. We've done the bottom. I do like the earmuffs, the red nose that we've added onto that. Like all the minifigures that are down at the bottom on here. I'll figure out where this tree is actually going to go. That's obviously the bit that they've changed, isn't it? The little droid. They've changed that to red and white. Because that was going down the corridor. So just a simple colour change for that is a nice touch. So I would add another one. No, Ryan, educate me. Educate me. What year? And are you? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know. Sean, have you heard about Space Police? Do you know? Do you know about Space Police? Is this a new thing to? Is this a new thing for you as well? Or no, I am not educated enough in the Space Police. The Table of Doom up at the top, the big circular table that this set has. What can we do there at a later date? I think what I could do now is I'm just going to use the Lego website. Let's flop that up. Lego website, there, 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 death. There it is. So, the room, what have we done? Let's have a look. 23 photos, so nothing to the laser, nothing to those figures yet. We've given that earmuffs. So that's, yeah, our display's better than that. So in that corner, just in front of the trash compactor, that's where we've now got the Christmas tree and a couple of the minifigures, and then we put some presents in the actual compactor, so that's okay. This is where, on that stud, I've actually got C3PO, and on this bit in front, because there's two more studs, I've got a little water fountain, and coming off as one of these little nipples at the bottom, I've got some bits and pieces, and then I've got something dangling across the top on there. I've got some presents in there, nothing else. We haven't got to that stage yet, so there's nothing in there. That's the corridor. That's a long, long corridor all the way down. Not helpful, not helpful, not helpful, not helpful, not helpful. So this is big enough for the Christmas tree. Underneath this bit is where I've got the sleigh dangling down at the moment. There, the Table of Doom. Who do we have around this table? It could have a mini hot chocolate stand in there. The bigger one wouldn't fit, but we could potentially do something in the larger area. That's a good, not a bad shout. I don't know what we could put on this table. So I've got a load of the minifigures in there, but I don't know what we could do for this bit. Grandpa Joe's head on the left. Gandalf and company. But it is, they're all the same faces, aren't they? But that's, I've got a mixture of those figures up in that bit and a couple of others. And in his chamber, I put the little bits and pieces on there as well. So yes, up there is what you've just been looking at. That one doesn't come out. Some do, some don't. That one doesn't. It's fixed in. Forget what actually pulls out, to be honest. I've forgotten. It's been a while since I've. There you go. Look, see, molested these things and moved the bits and pieces around. A lot of play features with this, loads and loads. Right, 75% of you think it's Star Wars quality. Well, just as well because that's the way we're going. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, so we've done a thing. We're getting there. Any ideas for another room before? Yeah, I've got to get those little bits and pieces. There is a plan for like a gingerbread attack display because this is obviously just a different. This is a slightly different display. Obviously, this is just a Death Star. I would like the Darth Vader Santa. I think that would be nice. It's a different one to the gingerbread Vader, but the gingerbread Vader could potentially go in here, or there is talks of a gingerbread battle by the sounds of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean. Are you thinking gingerbread and elves battling each other. So we have the gingerbread 8080 coming in front of the castle fighting stuff. Is that what you're thinking? Just as a really weird North Pole display? Yes. So, because obviously for the display to work, it can only be two factions, really, can't it? Ryan's like, what in the piss are you talking? Look at it. Look at the state of me. Um, so we would have the gingerbread Darth Vader as the leader, capturing a good guy gingerbread. The elves will be good. I don't know if we just use the snow troopers in a different top as the baddies. I don't know. Because like I said, I'm getting rid of the cantina, I'm getting rid of the sail barge, the T6, the ghost, and all those other little bits and pieces. But if we are going to save this, I don't know if that's going to have a full gingerbread redo over a long period of time, because that would be an amazing thing to do. And that could be in front of the snow castle with the smaller gingerbread beside it, and then just have an elf army. It's basically Red One. That's what we're doing. It's Red One, but with Darth Vader as the main character for the gingerbread. We either have a full-blown scale and a couple of base plates, or we have the big 8080 just as a completely separate thing, and the battle takes place within the grounds of the castle. Elves versus gingerbread, North Pole battle scene. Yeah. Do we do all within the castle grounds, or yeah, it might. I think what we'll have probably once all the stuff's actually been on it, because I'm actually looking where the space can go for these two. It would be perfect with that on the base plates, that potentially on the base plates, and the smaller one, then whatever's left, the elves can be running around and attacking the gingerbread and vice versa. That will be pretty cool, to be fair. And that'll be left up here permanently all year round. I love medieval stuff, but I bollocks it up on the Lion Knight's castle. So why don't I? Yeah, why don't we why don't we try that? Why don't we see if we can make a display tomorrow inside the castle grounds, and then work out how many base plates that's going to take up, see if it will fit in a slightly different location potentially, and go from there. So we're going to go elves versus gingerbread, not snow troopers. Elves versus gingerbread. So gingerbread Darth Vader set is a must. And the cool thing is that this has a potential place where the horses go. So means you could build the Sleepless Nights gingerbread castle for two opposing factions. I would love to. I would have to literally buy all the pieces from scratch, though. It would be the same size as this. It would be the same size as this. If that was the case, then the gingerbread are the bad guys, aren't they? So the gingerbread would have that castle, and the elves would have this one. Because if you had the big gingerbread castle, you could have the gingerbread houses dotted around as a little village. So instead of the medieval village, instead of the medieval village in the middle, you could actually have the gingerbread house, the one that's out currently. You know, the one that flaps with a double door. I'm looking at that right now, like, oh, yeah, that's nice and colourful. Yeah, that's kind of the point of what I'm trying to do, just like crazy bits. But yeah, I've always wanted to do a medieval display, and it was my fault. I literally messaged that afternoon and lost it. So Otherwise, what would have happened is that these 4 tables here would have been medieval. I would have gone all in. So, it's a complete winter reset. Well, how many pieces is that gingerbread castle, by the way? Because that could just be a slow burner. That could be something for maybe next year. It's on rebrickable. Yeah, is it rebrickable? Because it is the same size as this castle. Well, that's terrifying. I've just typed in rebrickable, and it's, for whatever reason, come up with the gingerbread castle. So it's 3,971 pieces. Oh no, it'll be all year round. It'll be all year round. I'm getting everything ready for Christmas now because I've got loads of other stuff to redo. This will just stay up here. So this is just going to be this is going to go back up on the shelf, and then I've got to order some bits and pieces for this. But this will be a year-round display. I've got 4 tables behind me, which will be a permanent display because it just means I just like the Winter Village stuff. And then all the others, this sort of bit up here is going to be the ever-growing mini land that I'll be looking into over the years. So um, there's going to be a lot of live stream stuff like this happening, and I think of a couple of different weird and wonderful projects. But this is what Sean is talking about. So are we saying that this is Darth Vader's thing, and the 88, the gingerbread 8080 we with this, or should we keep the 8080 just out of it completely? How would you do it? Oh, you need to log in. Got any idea how much it would actually be to do? See, Sean, you're onto something now. You got any idea, Sean, how much it is? Ooh, balls. Yeah, so there is potential then. There's potential for those bits and pieces. So we've got loads to do with this, but we're just going to spend the next couple of days bouncing ideas around for each set, and then I can order stuff if required. I got a funny feeling the gingerbread castle pieces to order, you've got to be looking at close to £300, so that can happen slowly over next year. Um, we can set up the castle tomorrow with whatever minifigures are needed, because I can just get a load of minifigures from the Lego store and bam and all that kind of stuff. And in all fairness, I if any of you guys go to a Lego store and just ask if they've got any minifigures of the Christmas stuff at the back, so then when I go to my local store, I can bloody ask, um, because they've got the stuff from last year and the year before. I think you should build a castle, and you should ask Lego King to move into it as a beautiful Christmas gesture. The only problem is it might crumble. That is the only issue. I don't know if I can make it life size enough because I have no money as it is, let alone trying to build something that's 100, 200,000 pieces. Um, we'll stick with just adding on 3 bits that I've already got to the Death Star at the moment, and we'll work and go from there. But no, plan tomorrow then would be to add in potential minifigures for that, like the castle flags and things would have to change. That's the only thing. You'd have to have, like, instead of it being blue and yellow, you'd have to have other faction stuff, wouldn't you? But that castle will be where this Death Star is tomorrow. and we can mess around with that tomorrow. Again, get an understanding of bits needed and yada yada yada, and then during the week we can start with the gardens. So possibly start the gardens. If there's no Lego news on Monday, we can start the gardens on Monday. Yeah, I think so. Green and red. It has to. It have to be. Because that's things I have got loads of those, but I just don't know where they are with the flags. But no, it would need to be green and red for the flags, definitely. So we can start looking at all that tomorrow. I think that would do the trick. Right, guys, we've just broken the 3 hour mark. I don't know where at my welcome any more than I already have. If you are watching this on the replay and you're mental, let me know what we can do with that room next. Do we do an ice skating rink? Do we do something with that? I know that there's some minifigures I need to order. Yes, I'm glad. Well, Ryan is the one to speak to. So we were talking originally about doing with the castles a Krampus, or the gingerbread death, or the gingerbread Star Wars character. Now, in all fairness, Krampus and Darth Vader in a gingerbread form could go side by side because the Krampus is the evil Santa. So that would make perfect sense because we were talking about Red One. Now, we weren't saying it was a good film, but Red One is one of the first films where it has spoken about Krampus and all of the other mythical Christmas people. And some of them I had to Google because I didn't realize what it was from old folklore. I knew about Krampus and knew about one of the others, but there was one that I didn't know. And obviously that was more Sweden based and all that kind of stuff. So Krampus would be a cool thing to add. Maybe just add him in here and have like an evil thing going on. If not, we could potentially have up top where we've got Darth Vader fighting Luke. We could potentially have Krampus versus Santa and just have a bit silly little Easter egg. Because we could have Krampus versus Santa up at the top with a Christmas tree at the front and just pull those two out, and the Darth Vader and Luke could just be sat in the chairs watching. We could just do something silly like that at the very, very top and just see if people spot it. And everything else could just be as is, or we put Krampus with potentially the Darth Vader. The gingerbread, the 8080 gingerbread is available. Actually, let's have a look at that as well. Let's have a look at that. I can't remember how much that is. How much is that? 54.99. I would go into the Lego store and double points and pick it up, and then try and get some other characters with it, I think. Well, at least there's options. But yeah, we were speaking about Krampus before, right? Do you know any of the other crazy creatures? I can't. I'm gonna have to watch Red One again. I could be silly and watch it tonight and just get an idea of who these other people are. One of them's a wizard, I think. There must be a. Imagine if you made the gingerbread version of the kiss. Just imagine just making the kiss in all of its glory, Ryan. Why would you want to change something that is so spectacularly beautiful? I don't know. Because the other thing I have got is I've got the diorama. Is it going to pop up? There's nothing in the advent calendar that I need, is there? Now I'm doing this, and I've just literally been looking at this forever, going, "There's a sack of absolute crap." No, it is just a sack of turds. Sack of turds. Unless you want a Christmas tree with the actual stuff underneath, it would make sense. The best two thing is that the droid and the 3 Christmas jumpers. Everything else, in all fairness, could be used because all of this would actually fit in the Death Star under the Christmas tree. And it's the Mando, and I do like Mando. I do like Mando. Yeah, I love these kind of folklore things because there is it's amazing that I learned some new ones from Red One. Do I need the bloody Star Wars advent calendar now? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't. If I have to, maybe if I have to top up to hit a giveaway, maybe. The 25 one was shocking, wasn't it? Yes. The 25 one was awful. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Definitely not. Apart from that little thing there. Everything else, definitely not. No. So the one currently would actually fit. All those underneath the Christmas tree would potentially work. 23. Anything in there? No. Again, wrong stuff. It's just the wrong stuff. So it's the wrong sizes. It wouldn't work. So yeah, it might be a call sign that this might be the year to go for it. Don't like the fact that I've typed in Lego Christmas and it's not coming up with my Falcon diorama. I could just type in Falcon diorama, but I love how this website entertains me with regards to not giving me anything. But then it gives me something. These little things, holiday tags, 40% off the book, another advent calendar from years gone by. Oh, that's the Hoth version. So the only thing that was needed from this, and it's the only Christmas thing they put in, is Chewie as a Christmas character. Everything else, sack of absolute shite. You can smell it from here. They don't do much for the Avengers, do they? God, they really are vicious for Star Wars. Absolutely horrible. There it is. I've got this in the box, ready to build. I was going to build it as one of the first builds this year for a Christmassy thing. What can I do with this? Is it a red one? Bollocks. What was it called? Oh no, I think it is red one. It's the Rock and Chris Evans. Yeah, Red One movie. Yeah, it's a um it's all about those people that you're talking about. But I have this as well in the box, ready to go because that could go up on this shelf on the side. Put this in the Death Star. Put what in the Death Star? What bit? What? What the that diorama? You got me. You've tickled me. You've tickled my tip, Sean. But I need to know what it is you're talking about. Which set? In case you wonder, it's bloody hot in here. Just so you know. Just so you know. Oh, that's disgusting. I think my hole has a puddle now. I think. Yeah, yeah. So minifigure wise, oh god, ew, ew. Yeah, I need the Chewy on the on here. Hang on, hang on. I'll share it with you. No, it's going on different software, so I'm dribbling. Right, so on ear, God, wrong one there. Um, on the bottom. Where's the minifigures? Minifigures. Star Wars Advent, maybe. It came up with 2. Oh, bollocks. But I typed in something really weird and it came up. I don't know why it's only finding 2 lots. There it. I don't know why it's only giving me. What are you doing? Star Wars Christmas. Come on now, stop embarrassing me. Yeah, this is it. Coming down, coming down. It's these 2. That's all they've got on here. So there's 150 new ones of Chewie for £4. So 2016, that looks good. And the droid. But the droid is in the same one as the Darth Vader, and I wanted the Darth Vader as well, so I'm not too sure. So yeah, I don't know why it's only giving me 2 minifigures. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. There can't be 2 Christmas character Star Wars people on the whole of Bricklink. So if anybody can actually let me know how the hell I find these, it would be great. Because there you go, look, £4.46. Mando Commando. Perfect. Simple as that. What does Mando Commando? That's what I need to be. I need to be in command. My commando. There's one winter, windows. No winter. Winter? Talking winter Star Wars? Gotta be. It's just the Star Wars Christmas jumpers is all I want. That hard, is it? Can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I'm just too hot now. My hair's going all frizzy. It's too hot in here now. Right, guys, done. That will carry on over. Possibly might carry on that next weekend, the weekend after, maybe. I will do my best. Shit, yes. Are they going to do holiday? Because it's American flipping site, isn't it? So holiday, holiday, Star Wars. Oh, you can come again. You can come again. God damn. Right. So it is holiday Star Wars, not Christmas. Holiday. Absolute sack of crap. So I am not getting. I'll get one, but I'm not buying an army worth of Darth Vader jumpers for £12.24. That's not happening. 15 pence for the day 19 advent thing. There's not many of them on there individually. I thought there'd be more than that. There's only 16. So C3PO in a jumper like that would be good. Ray, I've got in that jumper because it's from the diorama. I was going to say I recognise that. He appears in a holiday sweater. I don't know what that's from. So, oh, day 9, 2022 calendar. So that's £3. So for that, it only came out in 1 year's 12 quid. But that geezer had put every single stormtrooper in that jumper, didn't he? So just in jumpers alone, the bottom run is nearly £100. That is not going to happen, I'm afraid. So we're going to have to figure out something else. Holiday sweater. Oh. So that's a cool one. I like that jumper as well. So I could just add these in to this, I guess. So there's some minifigures there. minifigures there to have a look at, that's for sure. Right, I'm gonna go grab some. What are we now? Is 7 o'clock? Yeah. So we'll do the dirty double tomorrow because we will do Joby costume. Good. It's like you scum of the earth. Um yeah, so we will do the Britlink Castle tomorrow. And we are gonna call it Gingerbread versus Elves or something along those lines. Figure out what we're gonna do. I'll plonk that on the side, get that up to the top. I'll do that in the morning when it's a little bit cooler. And then once we figure out the template for the castle, if it works, then it can just go back into hibernation and we can actually start the winterization of the gardens. So the gardens is I literally have to build that again from the beginning. So I'll just have it as a build series. We'll have to take it all apart, put it on white base plates, and then build it back up. So there's nothing I can do. So I literally just take it off the one base plate and put it straight onto the other and just see what can be done. But yeah, that's enough waffling. Thank you very much for your help. Again, if you're watching this on the replay from this next section upwards, I need your thought on those bits and pieces, what can be done with the diorama, what we do with that monstrosity, and how we keep all the bits and pieces. Right, guys, done, finished, and done. Poll is finished. Everybody's liked the video so far. Thank you very much indeed. The poll is a clear winner for the Christmas party. So that is what we're going to be doing. I will be on either 2:30 tomorrow or 3:30, depending on. But we will do the double. So we'll be on for a few hours, hour off, and then Bricklink tomorrow evening, back from 7 o'clock. Right, guys and girls, take care. Catch you all tomorrow. Bye, bye.